Everybody, it's Holly here today for Marker Pop, and today we're going to be using the Concord and 9th Unicorn Awesomeness stamp set. I'm also going to be using the Mama Elephant Dotted Details die set. We're going to be using the rectangle. Has some fun little dot details on it. I'm also going to be using the Echo Park Princess Pad. Perfect Princess Pad. And then we're going to go ahead and create a fun birthday card with the unicorn set. So, to get started, I went ahead and I've already got some papers cut and lined up here. So, I have an A2 size white folding card base, and then I cut a piece of that Echo Park Princess paper down to 4 by 5 1/4, and then I used the cloud die that matches the unicorn set. It's part of the Unicorn Awesome set. The coordinating die has a cloud border in it, so I went ahead and cut one of those, and then we're going to go ahead and take the rectangle from the Dotted Detail set from Mama Elephant. I'm going to cut that out of some black cardstock, and it creates a nice little frame. So I have all those pieces lined up and ready to go. So then we're going to go ahead and start on the extra elements in the stamp set. Now I'm going to be using the sentiment on a banner, kind of coming down from the top. So I'm kind of figuring out where we're going to do that with. So I decided to use the fishtail banner die 1 set from Your Next Stamp, and I'm using the second largest banner, and I'm going to cut that out of this piece of pink cardstock. I'm not sure whose pink cardstock this is. Then I'm going to go ahead and start with the Misty, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp the unicorn using some Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink, and then I'm going to go ahead and color it in with my Copic markers. Now I want the unicorn to be white, so I'm not doing anything special here with my coloring. I'm using C3, C1, and C00 to add some shading to the white, and then I'm going to color in the hair and the corn with some yellows, and I'm using Y11, Y13, and Y18 for the unicorn, and then I'm going to use Y00, Y11, and Y13 for the hair. And then when I'm all done coloring, I'm going to add some of the Spectrum Noir Sparkle Pen in clear, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the coordinating die to cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and play some music so you can just watch me color, and then I'll be back. So now that I've got my image all nice and die cut out, I'm going to go ahead and start working on forming the card. So I've got that piece of pattern paper glued down, and then I've got the cloud border glued down. And then I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss the sentiment on that pink banner. I'm just going to use the embossing buddy to make sure there's no static on my paper. And then I'm going to use some white embossing powder from Altenew. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment using some Versamark ink. And then once I've got my image all nice and stamped and covered in the powder, I'm going to go ahead and heat set with my heat tool off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and start assembling everything. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of that piece of princess paper and adhere that down. And like I said, that's cut to 4 by 5 1/4 to leave a little bit of a border around that white card base edge. And these are some really fun papers. They've got lots of cute princesses, perfect for all those fun sets that are coming out. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the cloud border along the bottom. Now something unique I'm doing with this card is I'm not making sure that everything lines up. I have some stuff overhanging, which is what I was going for. So that piece of powder paper leaves a nice white border. Then the cloud die fits exactly across the card where you can still see the border from the pattern paper. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the banner sentiment with some foam tape, and I'm going to just have the extra part hang off the top there, and then I'll just trim that off with my scissors. What a unique thing about this unicorn set from Concord 9th is that all of the sentiments are designed to fit perfectly in the curve of the back of the unicorn, so that's kind of a cool thing. It makes this set unique. And there's also a cute little birthday hat in there you can add to the unicorn as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some foam tape on the back of the unicorn image. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim off that top part of the banner. And then I'm going to cut some very, very small strips of the foam tape to add to the back of that little dotted frame. I'm going to leave a little spot that has no foam tape and just going to add a little bit of glue because that part will rest over that pink banner since that was applied with foam tape as well. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the banner over it, not the banner, the frame, and actually with the frame as well, you can see parts of the background sticking out from around it. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the unicorn. I'm just going to remove the foam tape from the back. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some sparkling clear sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. We all know my cards aren't complete usually unless they have some sparkling clear sequins. And I'm going to use those with some Ranger Multimedia Matte to adhere those with my tweezers. And that pretty much finishes up my card. This is a pretty simple, easy card, but I went kind of unique with the background to kind of make it stand out a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again in a week with another video for Marker Pop. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.